Lana Scott Lighthouse. So, guys, it's probably not going to be uploaded until Monday morning, and y'all will see it. But I did a candle reading. I meditated, and I asked what kind of health care will there be for people in the future that the healers are going to see. And I got all kind of little mini pictures in my head, and I explained them to the best of my ability. And then I decided to do a rune reading to accommodate it. And the candle is still going. I also did another meditation on it. And I asked the same question. And I had to, this is a drop reading, where I just take all my runes and I just drop them. And it took me 4 draws to get the whole story. And then I had to look through it and make it make sense to me. So it's not going to resonate for everybody. And I did focus on seeing past the veil or into the ether, into the future. And I'm just going with my instincts on what I feel like the runes are telling me. They're not really going by their traditional meanings. And as I go through this reading, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. So first of all, we get R for Rado. Rado is about travel. Sometimes it can mean in the span of a year. But the way I'm seeing it as people will go out to find the people that need, or someone will come and get someone and they will have to travel. There won't be, for people living like the have-nots, or the people that can't really get into cities, or don't have a way, to get to the kind of help, that help will come to them. So there will be more travel involved. Back in the day when I was a kid, the doctor actually made house calls, and then they quit doing that. Well, I feel like in the future, there's going to be such a big division between the haves and the have-nots, that some healers and healthcare professionals will do house calls and will go out into places where people can't really leave to get help. So I feel like there's going to be a lot more travel involved. Okay. So then what I got Gifu, which is gifts. It also means partnerships. So I feel like some healers will have a crew with them, or at least one other person, either rather for protection or someone else that may help them diagnose. And it will be different kinds of healers. I mean, there will be still some in the medical profession, but I feel like there's also going to be spiritual healers that go out, healers that do laying on hands, that pray over you, that do crystal healing, Reiki. They will find that it behooves them to go out and practice their healing techniques that they have learned on actual people and doing some traveling. And some will be I'm hearing some are going to be in really great need or great demand. Those that are willing to travel, they may not make quite as much money, but they're not going to be doing it for that. And I'll tell y'all why as we go through the reading, when we get through here, why the money's not going to be quite so important. Okay? So there's Gibu. And then we got relief from distress. So these healers will be people that want to go out and help relieve people of their aches and pains, of, their help with their medical needs. And they will have a way to do this. And I'm feeling like it's just going to be so much different than it is today, that it's not going to be something that's going to be easily able to be accomplished. And I'm going to get to exactly why I feel that and what I'm picking up from the runes, what the runes are telling me. But they will be wanting to go out and help relieve people of their distress. And they will be having to defend their positions. I did this little candle reading here that I did right before this that I have to upload still. And I just feel like some people that want to go out and help other people may have to do it more on the sly, because of just the way people's living arrangements are going to be. Okay. Then I've got Laguz, which is a feminine rune, and it means flow. All right. And M for movement. So again, I'm feeling like people are going to travel to the people in need, not the other way around. Because I feel like in the future, there's going to be such a big division between the people that have and the people that have not. that some people, their hearts are going to be so big, they're just not going to want to be waiting to hear about people dying in the streets. They're going to actually want to go out and physically go out and help people. And the reason why I say this is because then we have Ing and we have breakthrough, which is, also the path of destiny. And this is a doorway. These healers in the future that will go out to actually help people, they will feel like this is their life path, that they are being called to do, that this is their path of destiny. Okay? So these are going to be people that are willing to fight, say, do whatever they have to help people. They're going to be leading with their hearts. And I think that's why at one point I kept hearing, your heart, is because I still help people. I still like to do things. I actually did something for my client here recently that she was actually in tears for over an hour. And I'm like, to me, it wasn't a big deal because it's just me. To her, she was like, nobody's ever done that for me before. So I'm just saying, these are going to be people, these healers, in the future. Maybe some of them are actually children or young at this point. Well, you got some light on there, guys. But these are going to be people that feel like they are being called. And then we have Hagalaz, which works the reversal. But in this instance, I feel like Hagalaz is going to be more of the people that are in power, that are going to be talking out against people going out in the streets and helping people. That they're going to be saying, no. If they're not here in the city, then you have to just leave them out there. Leave them wherever they are to get by the best they can. Okay? And at this point, I probably should have pulled another room for this, guys. At this point, I feel like spiritual leaders of the churches, of spirituality centers, is what I'm hearing in my head, are going to be the ones that are going to step forward, and they're going to be the go-between between the healers and the people in power. The people that don't want people to go out and help. And because I have this defense room, guys, I just keep getting this big feeling of, and with Laguz too, I keep feeling like, to a certain extent, some of this is going to be secret. That some people are going to be going out when they're not going to be missed to go help people. I know it sounds kind of cloak and dagger, but I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. And I feel like this is something that's in the future. And it just feels right. That's all, I can only, do here. Let me see if, let me actually see. Guys, I got to get this little stand thing here up. Right here. See if I can get this little stand to do right. Try to pull one more room and see what I get here. Okay, that makes sense. We get Tyr, which is reverse spiritual warrior. These people in power are going to be ones that are, there's just going to be a battle, guys. I'm just seeing it's going to be a battle. Some of it's going to have to do with possessions and ways of how things are going to be done. And then we get Jera, and I'm feeling like that's telling me that it will take time to sort that out. Things are going to get just more difficult, even though healers, doctors, nurses, all different kinds of healers will have different ways of their disposal for those that want to help. But it's going to take some of the bigger people in spiritual places to help keep this working on a way that makes everybody happy. Because those in power just are not going to want to give an inch because it doesn't benefit them somehow, I think. Okay? So let me pull Let me pull some tarot here and see. Actually, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm hearing a woman in my head. I'm hearing a woman and a man. Hang on. Let me cut these. Let me cut these a couple of times and see what kind of person. I want to get in the middle of those. What is this woman I keep hearing in my head? A woman, a woman. I keep hearing a woman. Okay, so what kind of woman and what kind of man? What about them? Let me see what I get here. Okay, I get Knight of Cups, which is messenger. Queen of Wands. So a message from a Queen of Wands. So some kind of woman with her shit together, with her money. I'm feeling like it feels like she'll be some type of go-between. And whoever she is, she's powerful. And what she says goes. And it may or may not be positive. And Page of Wands, another messenger. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody else with money. Guys, you know what? I'll be honest. The first thing that just popped in my head was Oprah Winfrey. I shit you not. Oprah Winfrey popped into my head. Today she's being... Maybe this isn't so far in the future, guys. Maybe this has something to do with Hawaii. But I was asking about in the future. But this card popped up. And made me think Oprah Winfrey popped into my head. Again, guys... I don't know. All I know is that there's some messages here from somebody. I keep thinking microphone. Somebody that will make speeches or is just, she's going to have something to say about it. And she's not going to be very nice about it. And then somebody else that does have a better heart, another woman that has a better heart, is going to have something to say. And I'm not seeing a war between them two, but I'm seeing this one is spreading one kind of message, this one is spreading another kind of message. That's what I'm hearing. Page of Swords. Swords have to do with thoughts and things going on in your head. So, I don't know if this, is this some kind of a new message or a small message? But it's going to make things all up in the air, is what I'm feeling. And then Queen of Cups. So all I keep getting is women. So, but I still feel like there's a man in there somewhere. What's on the bottom? Knight of Wands, another messenger. Another messenger. So, guys, I don't know. Maybe there will be a lot more women in higher up places that will have a lot more. And this one, I don't know who this is, but I'm just hearing she leads with her heart. Look on her pants, guys. She's got angels. She's a spiritual leader. She may be this one here. Guys, this may be the spiritual leader. A blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman who carries a lot of sway and works on the sidelines. That's what I'm hearing. She's guided by her angels, her spirit guides, and her intuition. This one has a good heart, but she's led by money. This one, this Queen of Wands, has something to do about power, I don't know. I'm actually kind of feeling, I don't think it's actually her, but I'm getting the feeling of, what's her name? Michelle Obama. Somebody like her, whose family or whatever, not necessarily politics, but where she will carry a lot of sway as well. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I got, guys. Maybe in the future, some higher up official women are going to duke it out and be fighting, one fighting for, make sure everybody has health care, somebody else fighting, saying, well, we don't have the money for it, and somebody else just getting up there and giving a lot of speeches that don't really do anything. Yeah. But then there's going to be somebody who's going to be on the healer side. All right, guys, that's what I got. Oh, let's pull some major arcana, too. I'm going to put these women and their messages up over here. Let me pull one or two of the arcana, major arcana, and see what we get. Does look to me like there's going to be more women whose voices are being heard, regardless of what else is going on. That's exactly what that feels like, guys. The angels are making me feel like I'm on the right path with this. The information is correct, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see. We got Hanged Man, which is do things for the right reason. Hang in there and keep working on it. Raising consciousness. Guys, I always love this because it tells me a lot of soul growth for overall people involved. Maybe they're talking about the blonde-haired, blue-eyed lady, and strength. And again, this time we have the strength card, breaking the chains that bind you, having the strength to carry it all through. She's blonde with brown eyes in this one. But I feel like she's actually an attribute of this one here. And this lady here, I feel like she's small. I feel like she's like not even quite 5 feet tall, maybe 5'1", 5'2", real thin. Who's always listening to her angels and spirit guides and leading with her heart because she's looking up. She has a lot of charisma for such a small person. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling with that. Yeah. Maybe she's someone from another land, another country. The Devil card. Guys, for some reason, I feel like this goes with this lady here. This queen. This Queen of Wands. I don't know why. She's not... She's up at the front talking a lot of talk. But because she has ulterior motives, but she's not really... She's just the person in front to create a lot of static, I feel like. The Empress. Guys, I think we have some spiritual leaders that have not come to the forefront yet, that are in the future, that are going to be fighting against the way things used to be done, that aren't going to be done in the future. Or I feel like that they're going to be trying to keep things a certain way. It feels like they're going to keep things a certain way, or try to. But there is going to be somebody, a spiritual leader of some sort, that's going to be fighting, and she might actually have this lady, like I said, I heard Oprah Winfrey, doesn't necessarily mean it's Oprah, but she will have this lady who has money, made partly on her side, who will be sympathetic to her. That's what I'm hearing. All right, guys, that's what I got. If this resonated with any of you, or even sounds like it touched you in some way, like, subscribe, and share. If you know someone else that can use this message, that's maybe someone that's practicing Reiki, or is learning how to do laying on of stones and gems, and laying on of hands, as practicing to be some type of healer somewhere, or is a spiritual person that is doubting their gifts that needs to hear this. There is a place and room for a lot of healers in the future, guys. I think this is a really good message. And I just feel like it's just going to get rougher, but there's going to be people trying to help other people. Breaking the chains that bind and being stronger than you know. There's a lot of us out there stronger than what we think we are. All right, guys, that's what I got. This is, like I said, this is a reading where I tried to look into the future. And for some reason, I don't think I'm too far off, but I probably won't be here to see all this. So if some of you need to remember this from the future, I hope some of you that are way younger than me see this come to pass and remember this. Not because of me, but just to know that there will be spiritual help. It is going to be rough going. It is going to take time. Good always triumphs over evil, guys. No matter who's in power. Even small ways, medium ways, big ways. All right, guys, so that's what I got. This is definitely, it feels like this is definitely in the future, not anytime right now. But I don't know. I could be wrong. But I know this is what I got today for the healers. Maybe even some spiritual people, too, that are starting new spiritual practices, that are starting to listen to different things of their intuition, that are starting to dive into their own personal divination tools. I've been talking about that on my channel here lately. That I love my runes. I can do a rune reading for myself anytime. And I actually have a harder time understanding what they mean for me than I do other people. I pull in for other people. I know exactly what it says. But it's always different for me because it's hard to look out, step outside the fishbowl and look in. So, guys, this is what I got. Like, subscribe, and share. Be a light in the darkness, guys. If you can help someone, help them. Be somebody's hero. Some of you, you choose this and it's your path of destiny. Lighthouse.